Hey, howdy, hey! We're back. So, today we're jumping straight into it because if I'm honest, I'm worried my light might die. I haven't charged it fully yet and I just keep charging it for 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds. I literally went and had lunch and didn't put it on charge and came back and then realized, that's right, I was going to charge my light. So anyway, today I want to talk about going back to acting class. So, super exciting. Acting resumed last Monday and I bloody well love it. We've got a really good group. A lot of people that were there last term have returned for class again this term. And yeah, it's just a really nice continuation of people and also some new faces that I have met. Basically, I've been going to acting classes since about June or July, I can't remember exactly, last year. It's something that I have wanted to do for about 15 years. Oh, shoot. There it goes. What did I tell ya? You know what? Let's just continue and see what happens, okay? Just bear with me and I'll charge my light fully. Alright, we're back. The light did die. But I have MacGyvered up a little charging rig here. Anyway, where were we? What was I saying? Yeah, I wanted to join acting classes for about 15 years. Something I wanted to do in school, but I was never brave enough. And that's something that we always do, when we start a new term, is we sit around a cute little circle and our teacher Emma gets us to sort of introduce ourselves and why we're coming, what we like about it, all that kind of fun stuff. And that's been something that I've sort of said, over the last couple of times, is that I've always felt this desire to try acting and go to classes, but I've never had the courage. And the thing that really kicked me into gear was a bit of a flat rut, I guess. Just a bit of a period of being down in the dumps and just low. And I was chatting with my dad and he was sort of saying to me about life goes fast, time goes fast, and you aren't getting any younger. You aren't getting any younger. And I feel like that's something we all know. But sometimes it takes someone to actually say it to you to, put it into action. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about acting classes. So, I started going. I went to a free trial and then I signed up pretty much immediately. Yeah, like I said, the first class of terms, always just getting to know everyone a little bit. So we just sort of all introduced ourselves while we're there. And then after that, we spend the first half of class in improv. I remember the first time that I heard that we were going to be doing an hour on improv activities, I was like, panic, don't want to do that. But it's actually so fun and it teaches you so much that's not only useful for acting, but just general life skills. It teaches you to have an open mind and, you have to receive the offer that has been given to you in the improv where you say yes and. It just teaches you to be flexible and have courage, be brave. So this term, it's super exciting. We're going to be doing a little bit more industry focus. And that's something that I'm really eager to learn and get into. I just think film and television is such a magical world. Just the world of storytelling really, lights me up. That little fire inside of your tummy, just lights that. So keen to get more a bit industry focused. I would really like to, maybe do a couple of little things this year if I can. So we've been told, very excitingly, that apparently in about term 2, there will be a workshop that is being run by someone from industry. Super exciting. It's limited only though, so we've been told that it will be for people who've been coming to class for a little while. And so I'm not really sure if that will mean me or not. I'm really hoping it does because I would love to go. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And then a very cool thing is that in term 3 and or 4, they're going to hire a cinema and they're going to show our show reel. So we're going to do some show reel work, which is so cool. So on Monday, after they ran us through what we're going to be doing this term and stuff, and then we did our improv, we then did a little bit of industry work. And the first thing that we did was a talk to camera. Basically, you have this sheet of paper, you write in your name, or it'll ask for different details, but the one that they put together for us said name, age or age range, that if you have an agent, apparently they'll tell you like what age range they think that you would be suitable for. And we got told if we didn't know that, then we can just put our actual age in. So we put in name, age, height in centimetres because we're in Australia. And was there something else? That might have been it. Oh, I remember what it was. It was name, age or age range, height, and where you're from. Plus a funny story. That's what we got asked to do. Then what you do is then when you go up to the camera, you will stand on your mark on the ground. You keep eye contact with the camera, which I haven't been doing today, throughout the whole thing, because casting will be watching you and it's like you're talking to them. So you want to hold their focus and give them eye contact. So for example, so you'd hold the paper and it would have all your details, obviously not a blank sheet. And when they say go, if you're filming it yourself, water break. So this is what I did. Hello, my name is Nicola. I am X years old and I am this many centimetres. And I'm from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. My funny story is that the first time I ever went skiing, on my last day, I got kind of overconfident and I decided that I would hit a jump, which in all honesty was like this big. And I went flying over it and stacked it to the point where when I got up, I had snow up my nose that I had to proper like blow out. So then after we all had a go at doing our talk to camera, we then did a AB script. What an AB script is that you can see here, one person is A and one person is B. And so the idea is that it gives the actors in the scene full creativity, full interpretation of these characters. You have no given circumstances or any information about the characters or what's just happened before the scene or what the scene's leading into. It's just a little snippet of dialogue that kind of doesn't really make sense between two characters that, yeah, you can interpret as you will. My scene partner and I had a bunch of different ideas. We came up with, they were like two best friends and one's trying to like get some goss out of the other friend, because one of the lines is what did you do last night? So they're like trying to, you know, like, what happened last night? You know, give us the goss. And the other one's like resisting. The other thing is that it could be two people and one person knows that someone committed some crime or whatever, and the other one knows and they're trying to get them to confess. Randomly, we had like a carnival one. I don't know why, but when I read this, I can't even remember what line it was, because this sort of jumps around. I was like, maybe they're just like a pair of clowns. And then so we were bouncing around with the idea of like, maybe it's two like people in their clown costumes for a carnival, and they're, I don't know, getting a cup of coffee or something like that, and they're just bouncing off one another with these random ideas, or one clown saw the other clown get up to something last night, or I don't know. So yeah, we end up sticking with the idea that they're two friends and that they're trying to get the info out of the other. But I thought it'd be cool to like do a little script work here, learn my lines, so that I can be prepared for class tomorrow night. So let's do it. Hello everybody and welcome to Editing Nicola. So in this AB script, first of all, I just went through and highlighted each of my lines with a coloured marker. I like to highlight my lines with any script just because I'm a very visual person and it helps for it to stand out to me, especially when I'm glancing back during cold reads and things like that. And today I went with a cute little green colour. So the next thing I did was I then went in and I added these brackets around the text. And I did this to indicate a beat in the script, or where I felt that there was a beat. So a beat is a change in the script, in like a change in tone or a change in mood. I did a quick little Google and Backstage says that it's any individual instance of change within a scene, anytime the mood or the tone of a scene shifts, or the characters react to something that prompts them to alter their trajectory. So that's a beat. After adding the beats, I then went in and I wrote down some action words. So the action words help your character achieve their objective. It's a good way of being able to clarify the intention and how you want to play any moment in the scene. So I just went through and I wrote the actions that I thought aligned with each beat. I also like to go in and write any notes to myself. So it's, I guess, script analysis and things I want to think when I'm playing the scene. A key thing that we've been taught is that thoughts often drive the scene and how you deliver your lines. And thoughts, if you can conjure up a visual image of what is happening or how the character is feeling, then that will help you drive the scene. And then for the remainder of the script, I'm just going through and I'm writing out the rest of the actions for each beat. So I'm just working out what it is that my character wants to achieve in each beat and in this scene, and what they would do to the other character. So what A would do to B to achieve that objective in this scene. And it also just sort of helps me like prompt my thoughts for what I should be thinking for this dialogue. And then for the rest of the time working on this script, I then just ran the lines to memorize them and work out, just play around with how I wanted to say each line and the intention behind each line. Something to remember too though when running lines is that you shouldn't be locking in one way of saying it. You're just trying to memorize those lines and attach visual memories to each line to help remember it. Hi, how's everything? Do you know what time it is? Don't you have a watch? Well, what did you do last night? What did you do last night? Nothing. Sorry I asked. Hi, how's everything? Do you know what time it is? Don't you have a watch? Don't you have a watch? Well, what did you do last night? What did you do last night? Nothing. Sorry I asked.